The day is June 7th, 2023. My name is Violet. I'm 16 years old. I like music, books, movies, my friends, um, my dog. I don't want to grow up. I don't want to grow up. I have 2 years left and I'll be a legal adult and I'm not ready for that. And I know that when I reach legal adulthood, there's no difference really immediately. The only real difference is that it isn't, I can't call people, the only difference is that when try, when old women say weird things about me, I can't call them a pedophile anymore. That's the only real difference between now versus when I turn 18. And it's also 2 years away, so I don't know why I'm even stressing about it. But um, uh, I don't like anything about myself at all. And I don't know. I said that. I'm not. I can't cry. I always feel like I need to cry and I just never can. So I guess I'm just gonna talk into this computer until I start crying, because talking it out is supposed to be a good way to make you cry. Um, and it's difficult to talk to my therapist now because um, my therapist is great. My current therapist is great, but it's just I don't know. It feels like whenever I talk to my therapist, it's all about just finding a solution to the problem instead of, you know, I just want to talk about how I feel and things and stuff without necessarily being shoved into a solution. I know that's kind of hypocritical because whenever my friends tell me about how they feel, I always just jump to trying to give them a quick solution. But I used to be super depressed, used to. Um, and I used to be super suicidal. Used to. Not anymore necessarily. I'm pretty happy now, I think. I mean, I try to be pretty happy now, but I listen to happier music. Is this thing on? Yeah. I listen to happier music and don't just watch sad stuff all the time. And I don't dwell on my feelings, but sometimes it just feels like too much. And um I don't know. Um it feels really selfish of me to say, but sometimes I wish people were more sympathetic, I guess, or no, that's not the right word. I don't know. People expect a certain level of emotional maturity from me, I guess now, because I'm 16, and I just don't have that in me. Um, I don't know. I still carry a stuffed animal around, with me everywhere. Right here. His name is Stewart. Um, I got him as part of a band merchandise thing. Do you know the band Juju? Um, he's merchandise for the band Juju right there. That's the band's logo. They're really good. I named him Stewart because the lead singer of the band is Jamie Stewart. Um, I don't know what I'm doing on this video, actually. Um, it's been feeling like it's getting worse again, and I don't know what it is, and everything in the world just seems so bad. Like, um, I sound so stupid saying this, like such like a moody teenager or whatever. And I am, but I've been feeling this way since like elementary school, before I was a teenager, and I've been hoping it will go away when I'm not a teenager anymore. But if I was feeling like this before I was a teenager, why should it go away after I am? I don't know. Um, Existence feels like a curse lately. I'm not a person. I mean, I'm a human, obviously. I'm obviously a human. I'm not trying to suggest anything else, but I just feel so like less than human lately. Um, like I'm just like a machine on autopilot, and the only thing I do is consume media and movies and books and music and stuff, and that's it. It's pathetic. It was really pathetic. Um, I wear the same outfit every single day. I've worn this jacket every single day my entire sophomore year in high school, and that's pathetic. And different shirt, obviously, same jacket, and I washed the jacket, obviously. Um, I'm reading The Bell Jar right now by Sylvia Plath, and I think that that's why I'm thinking about this stuff. But I don't know what I'm gonna do when I grow up. I'm like, I'm not good at anything at all. Well, nothing that's like productive. I mean, I'm good at listening to music, not good at making it. I'm good at reading books. I'm not good at writing them. I'm only good at things that aren't helpful to my future. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself when I'm an adult. Plus, I'm not gonna get into any colleges anyways, because I fucking failed sophomore year because I was too depressed to care about it. And I try to tell myself all the time that I'm super smart, but I don't think I am. Um, I'm supposed to be applying for jobs right now, and instead I'm recording this video. I don't really want to apply for any jobs. I don't. The idea scares me, and I don't know what it is. Um, it's not like I'm afraid of entering the workforce or anything. I've imagined myself being in jobs and stuff. It's just, I feel like I'm being pushed into it, and I don't like that. I like having control over it, and I don't know. But I'm not going to have control over everything in my life, so I shouldn't care about that. But I do. And I'm not getting any closer to tears. This is stupid. Never mind. Um, you could probably tell that um I'm transgender, so that doesn't really help me with having hope for my future. I don't like considering myself transgender. I usually just try to consider myself a girl because seeing like all this like talk about transgender people and stuff, that label feels almost dehumanizing. So I don't like using it for myself because I feel like the second that I say I'm transgender, it just like changes the way that people would see me. Um, I know I'm obviously like not cis passing anyways, but I don't know. I could lie and just be like, I just look a lot like a boy. I've got that my whole life, whatever. I don't know. It feels like nowadays when people, I don't know. I really, really, really hope that this is just a phase, honestly. Um, I mean, I don't really consider myself transgender. I hate that word, but I have to use it sometimes because so much of my life experiences have been impacted by that, and you can't really express any of that without using that word. But I hate that word. Makes me feel like not good. Makes me feel like a, I don't know, freak or something. That's not a good word to use. Maybe I have like internalized transphobia or something. I don't know. I usually just think of myself as not being any different from any other girls. Um, and I don't really care if other people see me as a boy or as a girl. I know that I'm a girl, and I don't need other people to see that. I don't care if people see me as like a crazy delusional man or a pervert or whatever people see transgender women as, but I just wish everyone would shut the fuck up about trans people. It's like, even if if you want to say like the trans women are just delusional men, which they're not, but even if you want to believe that, there's still more to the person than being a delusional man. And people will usually treat a delusional man with some amount of humanity, but with trans women, you don't. I'm a person. I don't really care what other people's opinions are on transgender people. I just wish that they would stop talking about it all the time. It's like all I hear is debate on transgender people, and it's stupid because we're not a very big population in the world, and most people aren't trying to do any harm or anything either. I don't know. I just every single thing I do ties back to that somehow. Like I dress like this, I wouldn't consider the way I dress to be very feminine, and people would use that against me and be like, "Oh, well, clearly you're not then." But if I did dress femininely, then they would be like, you think that being a girl is all just about being feminine." I've said everything I can say right now has been said so many other times. I'm just tired of having every single thing I do get used against me, get analyzed and used against me. I just want to exist. And honestly, none of what I do ties back to that. None of it. Like, I don't know how to do makeup, but I've been trying to learn recently. It has nothing to do with my gender identity. I just think it looks cool. I just want to look cool, you know? Um, I'm wearing concealer right now. It's my first time ever using it. I don't know if it's obvious or not. Um, that has nothing to do with wanting to be a girl. It's just I to cover up like, imperfections on my face so that I look better. I don't or my favorite color is like pink, okay? That has nothing to do with my gender identity or anything. It's just a pretty color. And I'm tired of every single thing I do being traced back to that. It's stupid. Nothing about me has anything to do with that except for that, you know? Nothing about me has anything to do with my gender identity except for my gender identity. And gender's like the way that we view it, I think, is kind of already pretty wrong, but that's not what I'm talking. That's not the point of this video or this discussion or whatever. Or I don't know. I just everything. And even if it's not like about like people looking at me and trying to use everything I do as an excuse to either, you know, anything I do that I like that's feminine, people are just going to take that as you're just like that because you want to feel more like a girl, but that's not the case. I don't care about that. If I cared about that, I would not be dressing like this right now. Um, and on the other hand, anytime I like anything that's not overtly feminine, people are like, well, clearly you're not transgender then if you don't like that. And that's equally stupid to me. And I don't care that I look like a boy. I actually like the way I look quite a bit most of the time. I'm pretty secure with myself, and I feel like just that alone, the fact that I don't hate myself, or well, I do hate myself, but not like my appearance or my body or anything. I love my body. I every time I look in the mirror, I'm like, holy shit, I look so hot, and I'm pretty sure I'm probably ugly, but in my mind, I at least look hot, and that's all that matters. You know, the fact that I don't hate my body automatically to a lot of people means that I must not be transgender, and I don't know. I hate that every single thing about me is always going to be used against me in that way. Um, I'm a teenager. Okay, I'm 16. I'm going through puberty. Um, this is so stupid to say a lot. Obviously, being a teenager, teenagers are horny. If I expressed any of that, people would be like, "Ah, you're just a pervert. That's what it is. It's you have a tranny fetish. You have a. It's not that. I'm into some pretty weird things, but not not that. You know what sucks? When I was a freshman, I had a friend who lent me a bunch of dresses because she wanted me to wear one of them to the homecoming dance, and I got really excited about that. The idea of doing that. Um, Not because I don't know. I thought that it looked cute in them, I guess, and I was actually pretty excited to wear one of them to the homecoming dance, even though in hindsight they were all kind of ugly. Um, but I was pretty excited to wear them to the homecoming dance, and I couldn't obviously because my parents were driving me there. But I tried to like sneak one. Like I was gonna wear a jacket like this one. I tried to wrap it up inside the jacket and sneak it in that way so I could change in like the porta potty at the school. Obviously that didn't work, and I had to talk with my parents about it afterwards. And the very first thing my mom said was, "Is it a fetish?" And that made me feel really gross. And I don't know why is that the first thing that your mind jumps to. It's not that. And I'm afraid to like I've gotten comments like that a lot from other people too. and it's bothers me, and now I'm afraid to. I mean, obviously, I'm a teenager. I'm not gonna like super sexualize myself on the internet, but I know people who do, who are my age. Um, what am I trying to get at? I'm afraid to like enjoy anything like sexual now, I guess, because people are gonna somehow use that to be like, aha, clearly you're not transgender. Clearly it's just a fetish. Even if I'm doing just like normal masturbating to like normal things. I don't know. Aside from that, that felt weird to talk about. Aside from that, I don't know, it just sucks. And people always like seem to like, people often think that's like a trend or a choice or something. My parents think it's like a trendy thing to be transgender, and that's why I'm doing it. I would not choose this. I I would say I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, but that's probably not true. I probably would wish a lot worse things on my worst enemy. I don't have a worst enemy. Actually, I like everyone, even the people that hate me. But if I had a worst enemy, I probably wouldn't be so like merciful. But I would not ever choose this. This sucks. It's not even like the gender dysphoria stuff that like sucks about it. I think I've gotten pretty much past that, pretty much over all that. I'm pretty secure with myself. Um, but like the everything else about it is just terrible. I'm a kid right now, so I'm fine right now, but you know, I mean, I'm a kid right now, so everybody just thinks, oh, you've been brainwashed, you're like a victim of internet targeting children, making transgender agenda. But once I'm an adult, I won't be like a victim of the transgender agenda anymore. People won't see me as a victim anymore. They'll see me as like this like horrible person, this predator, just because I'm transgender. Um, and everything I do is automatically going to be like so much more of a big deal than something that anyone else would have done. If I ever do anything bad, that's going to be what's my point here? You know, say like there was like a story on the news a while ago about some transgender teacher who got breast implants and they were huge. Um, if a cisgender woman did that, it wouldn't have been on the news. It would have been like probably something that they would all talk about at that school or in that town, but it wouldn't be on the news or anything like that. But because it was a trans woman, it was on the news. Everybody in the whole state or maybe country or whatever was talking about it. They were like, wow, these people sure are crazy. If I do anything that's abnormal in my life at all, it's gonna be so much more of a big deal. And like some people, like nothing I say will ever be worth considering to them, I guess, because I'll always just be like a crazy person in their eyes, and that's fine. I don't care how you see me, but I would still like to be respected as a human being, and I don't feel like I'm getting that. Like I feel like most people, like I said earlier, if you want to see transgender women as just delusional, deranged men, fine, you can see us that way. But people seem to even give more human respect to a delusional, deranged man than they do transgender women. And anything I do is like a political thing now. Anything I say is a political thing. I just want to exist. I just want like a quiet, peaceful life, and I can just like exist and not have every single thing I do be a big deal. But yeah, I'm a person. Shouldn't that be like I understand like we all have like disagreements on stuff and whatever, if you believe what you want, I don't care. But I'm still a person. I'm not like I don't sometimes you guys make me feel like less than human, I guess. And any like basic human respect I get makes me want to cry. And that's not right. People shouldn't have to feel that bad or dehumanized like that to the point where I don't know what I'm saying.